This is hand-pulled noodles, and it's one of my favorite dishes in London. It sounds surprising, but London has some of the best Chinese food due to its history, and I eat more Chinese food in London than when I'm back in Asia. And as a true Asian, the place I spent my most time after uni was at Chinatown, as it was a 15 minutes walk from my uni. And so while there are many different types of Chinese food, in today's video, I want to introduce you to 3 different hand-pulled noodle places that have remained ever popular since they first opened. And I guess my main qualifier is that I'm an Asian from Asia. This is Noodle Inn, and it's located on Old Compton St in Soho. It has been an ever-constant queue since it first opened, and the hype does not seem to be dying down. This place specializes in hand-pulled chili oil Xian Biang noodles, where the name derives from the sound that the noodles make when it's smacked and stretched on the countertop. The noodles are served in this beautiful but extremely massive bowl, and it doesn't skip in terms of its ingredients. It's topped with bok choy, and underneath the layers of noodles, you get raw garlic and mung bean sprouts. And not forgetting the copious amount of chili flakes that you get on top. But as opposed to being a straight up hot spicy chili, this is more of a mala fragrant chili in which there's a lot of flavor involved from the oil and the different ingredients mixing together. And while the flavors and ingredients are very authentically Chinese, there's a certain largeness that you can see in the bowls and in the portion sizes, and the generous amount of toppings that's very London at the same time. And I still remember the first time I saw this portion size, I was positively buzzing with joy. This place is Xian Biang noodles and is located near Covent Garden. While the dish looks very similar to Noodle Inn, the key difference is that this place also serves a lot of lamb dishes. The lamb is tender, soft, melt in your mouth, and flavored generously with cumin and citron to take away any potential gamey flavor to it. And with the addition of a generous amount of onions and bell peppers, this amount of spice and the flavor of the lamb is further enhanced. Chinese-style lamb dishes is one of my favorite proteins, but it's not that popular in London, so to be able to find a place that does it this well makes me very, very happy and feeling very fulfilled. The flavors and seasoning of the dish, including the fact there was a generous amount of hand-pulled noodles, makes it feel like a very warm hug on a cold winter day. Plus, the best thing about this place is that there's a picture on every single menu item so that you know exactly what you're getting into. And if you're wearing a white shirt like I was in the restaurant, don't forget to bib up because the staining power of this dish is incredible. This is Fu Noodle, and if you notice carefully, Noodle Inn is also owned by them. I ordered the beef broth that was topped with beef brisket, and the light clear broth was extremely flavorful and included toppings such as onions, coriander, along with pieces of radish to add additional flavor. Eating in this place back when I was a student led me to appreciate the flavor of coriander. I have never liked this flavor growing up, but I realized it ties in the entire dish together and helps make the broth a lot lighter and enhance the flavor of the meat. The main difference between the two places will be the kind of soup they serve. I find that Fu Noodle serves a lot lighter broths and is a great alternative to Noodle Inn because that restaurant has a crazy long queue, and Fu Noodle has a very similar menu item. As its name suggests, hand-pulled noodles are made by pulling wheat dough into long elastic strips, but compared to hand-cut noodles and machine-made noodles, they usually lean towards a more silky, springy, and chewy texture that's kind of known as QQ texture. It's kind of the opposite of al dente in Italian pasta, in which QQ describes a soft but not mushy texture in which there's still a good amount of chew to it. They're always served fresh, as the pulling and cooking process happen at the exact same time. And these are the 3 hand-pulled noodle places I recommend you try out when you're in London in the Chinatown area. There's so many varieties of Chinese food in London, all of which have very authentic and delicious flavors, which is a great introduction to Chinese cuisine.